Hi all, I wanted to make a quick video about a page setup that I had already previously discussed as well. I just want to revisit it. Before I begin, I would like to mention that this is an educational channel. All content over here is only for the sake of education. Please read the disclaimer that you see on screen and also in the description below. With that said, let's proceed. So today we will revisit a strategy or a page setup. I wouldn't want to call it strategy. I would say a page setup that I've already discussed in the past as well. It's a pretty well-known setup. You can probably just use this one simple setup every day and be a profitable person. It depends on your level of patience and understanding. All right. So anyways, let's just proceed. And for this particular setup, you don't even need trading view. So let's do one thing. Let's make this on a non-trading view platform so that we see how we can make it on trading view as well as some other platform where normal plain simple indicators are available. All right, so let's go. So I'm first using my pairs platform. The setup is already on my screen. This setup is called 20 by 200. It's been discussed in the past as well. I'll just go ahead and discuss this once again so that we all are on the same page. All right. So what I'll do first is I'll remove all indicators. We are on a Nifty 50 index on the 3-minute time frame. The point to stress over here is the 3-minute time frame. I only use this setup on the 3 minutes time frame. You can try 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I generally use this setup only on the 3-minute time frame. All right. So this is the Nifty 50 index. The first indicator that we shall add would be, we'll go to indicators and there will be something called MA cross. MA cross is nothing but two simple moving averages crisscrossing each other. As you can see, there's also EMA cross, which is what is the full form of EMA? At this point, I'm not getting it for some reason. Anyways, MA cross is simple moving average, and we shall use only that. All right. So these are two simple moving averages. By default, they are on 9 and 26. We shall change this, get rid of these labels and values at the bottom. We don't want this crosses also. We only need two colors. So for the short one, we shall use blue. We'll make it a little thicker so that it's more visible for us. And for the long one, we shall make it red and make it thicker. All right. And for the values, this 9 we shall change to 20. And the long one from 26 we shall change to 200. That's why this is called 20 by 200. All right. It is just using two simple moving averages. The short one is 20 and the long one is 200 on the 3-minute time frame. That's it. We get this. Now, the logic is very simple. You're supposed to take a trade when the 20 is cutting across into the 200, either on the way up or on the way down. On this very screen, if I zoom in, you'll notice over here it's cutting on the way up and you see the market rising. Over here on the way down, you see the market falling. So all you need to do is wait for 20 to cut into the 300. All right. Some people or someone like me may want to additionally use something like a VWAP. But VWAP will not work on Nifty 50 or Bank Nifty index. For that, you will need to use futures. So let's not get into VWAP. I would additionally use something like a RSI or a MACD. Let me first illustrate on MACD. This will be how it looks on MACD. My MACD is saved to 3915. Look at my MACD video, you'll know my MACD settings. But in this instance, I would want to use something called Vortex. VORTEX, Vortex indicator. I'll just thicken the lines a little bit so that it's a little more visible. I'll save this as default, and that's it. We have our setting. This is all you need. You can add something like okay, before I add something more, you'll notice over here the red is cutting into the blue and going up. Similar things happen over here, but in this setup we will only trade over here. This is the definite call for us because the 200 has been cut by the 20. So this is one drawback of the setup, because you have to wait for 20 to cut into the 200. All right, somebody who's more experienced in using the 3-minute time frame, he may take a trade here itself because he sees the vortex red cutting into the blue, and that is not wrong at all. But when it comes to 20 by 200, we need to be patient and only take a trade when the 20 cuts into the 200 and you have a double confirmation by some other indicator as well. You can also use something like a Fibonacci pivots. My pivots are saved. I use Fibonacci pivots. I've given it some colors. This is how it is. As you can see over here, it falls below this pivot line, and then there's an intersection also. How will we use this if we are using it on the on trading view? This is how it looks. For the time being, I'll remove all indicators. On trading view also, you will get something called MA cross. Here you have MA cross. Again, you have it as 9 and 21. We will make that 20 and 200. We shall, again, labels and values, we shall take out crosses. We don't want crosses, is where the intersections happen. It will just mark it by a cross. We will make this thicker. We will make this red and make it thicker. There you go. We have something very similar to what we had on fares as well. Exact replica of that. And then over here, we have vortex. We have the vortex indicator on trading view as well. So there you go. You have your two free indicators that you can use. I'll just make this a little thicker once and for all so that I have no difficulty seeing them. And I'll save this as default. There you go. Similar to what we had on pairs, and instead of vortex, you can also use something called average sentiment oscillator. All right, very similar to vortex. Again, does pretty much the same thing. You use average sentiment oscillator or use the vortex indicator. And as I was mentioning, that you can use VWAP as well for a double confirmation. So VWAP will not work on your regular Nifty, it will work on futures. So over here we will take VWAP. VWAP will just give you a double confirmation. As you can see, my VWAP is saved by default into a white. For some strange reason, there's a lot of difference between the spot and the futures price of Nifty. Spot is clear-cut cutting and going low. Futures is not. Let's check for Bank Nifty. This is how Bank Nifty futures is looking. Over here it cuts and goes below 200. Let's look at the spot. Spot, you'll know because VWAP will not work. Okay, spot and futures of Bank Nifty is similar, but spot and futures of Nifty is very different. And here VWAP is working on spot of Nifty and Bank Nifty as well, but I don't think it'll work on the spot of mid cap and Fin Nifty. Anyway, we'll get rid of the VWAP. The other thing that you can use is pivots. I use Fibonacci pivots, and it'll show up something like this. If I go back to Nifty, it'll look something like this. All right. For people who want to play with more averages, you also have something called simple moving averages. If I want to get rid of this MA cross and use more averages, SIMPLE, simple the simple moving averages by stocks in a box. This gives you the option of having up to or using up to 10 moving averages. All right, all of these. Since we will be using only 2, we will unmark all of these. We want only 1 and 2. 1 we shall make it blue, both, and increase the thickness. And the other one, for the sake of this, let's keep it on red only and make it a little thicker and increase the thickness and use it full capacity. There you go. Oh, I need to change it to 2 and 20. This is at 20. This I need to change it to 200. There you go. Very similar to what we had on MA Cross. All right. So people who have the free version can use Vortex and MA Cross. People who are on the paid can additionally add Fibonacci pivots. They can add VWAP and any other indicator they want to add. But fundamentally, the 20 by 200 moving average is basically taking a trade when there's an intersection of 20 into 200, either on the way up or on the way down, and you use some other indicator. The logic itself does not require it, but you use some other indicator for a double confirmation. All right, let's go back to fares. Here it's in white color. Yep. Over here you're using Vortex, and it's absolutely telling you that the red is going up. It briefly touches over here, the red is going up, 20 has cut into the 200, and this is somewhere we would have taken a trade in this. We would have taken this short somewhere over here, and as you can see that the target would have been met, right? So this is 20 by 200. You can back test it as well. You probably will not have any repainting issues with this. It's a time tested strategy. A lot of people have explained this in the past as well. I think there was some video about even the late Ashwini Gujral using this strategy. I don't know how many of you, most of you must be knowing Ashwini Gujral. He used to come on CNBC TV 18 as well. He was also known to be using 20 by 200 on the 3-minute time frame, and a lot of people globally use this strategy. Time frames may vary. Some may use it at 5 minutes, some may use it at 2 minutes. I tend to use it at 3 minutes. I think the late Ashwini Gujral also used to use it at 3 minutes. So 3 minutes is where I think this works best. I'll wrap this video up now. Give it a shot. Be patient with it, and it works. Only thing that this strategy requires is for you to be patient and wait for the right time and the right opportunity, and wait for that intersection. All right. So thank you very much for watching. If this video was helpful to you in any way or form, please like and subscribe to the channel, share with your family and friends. Also subscribe to our free Telegram channel. Link is given in the description below in all our videos. And thank you again very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.